Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel on human design. Today we're going to be looking at relationships. I'm going to say a few things about relationships because obviously it's very important. Human design is basically here for us to know ourselves, to come to know who we are as a design and how we operate to live a fulfilling life. However, people want to live with other people. They want to live in relationship. They want to have the sharing and the support and learning from each other. But people don't really know what they're getting involved with unless they know human design. They really don't. And I'm going to give an example of this with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, who've been in the news recently. And we're going to have a quick look at their chart and see what's involved there. But first, for those people who don't know who I am, my name is Richard Beaumont. I've been into human design for more than 25 years, and I very much enjoy it. I've been teaching and training analysts. So coming back to relationship, let's have a look at these two. You're looking now at a chart that combines them both. So Johnny Depp is green and Amber Heard is blue. And you can see sometimes there's overlaps, and it's especially in the overlaps that I want to talk about, because one of the things to understand about relationships is the fact that we can never be all that we are, or very rarely we can be all that we are and show all that we are with any one person. And that's because of the compromises. So a compromise is when you have one gate, so you've got your 9 centers and there's one gate coming off it, and then someone else has that gate and they have the other side. So they have the full channel and you have half of it. Well, you're never going to win that argument. You are compromised there and always will be. I'll give you an example. Here we have on the left-hand side, we have the channel of struggle, which Amber has. And this is her struggling for her unique purpose. She has the energy to fight for her purpose, and she has this awareness of what is of purpose to her individually. It's very important to her. Now, Johnny Depp has the energy in the 38 to fight for purpose, but he's not really fixed on what his purpose is at an existential level. He might be looking for that. But Amber's going to pull him into her struggle. And struggle doesn't give up. I mean, struggle is all about struggling through the obstacles until you get to the other side, no matter what is thrown at you. So that struggle for purpose within Johnny Depp will never fully be realized in the aura of Amber, because her purpose will rule that. If we look at the other side, if we look at the 1949, and we see that Johnny Depp has the full channel there. This is a very strong channel. It's a very emotional channel, the channel of synthesis. It's Johnny's needs in the 19 and his awareness of what the other needs in terms of the 49. It's a full channel, a very sensitive, emotional channel. And it has an energy that builds and builds and builds and bursts, both negatively and positively. Johnny Depp has his own emotional principles. He has his own need to be with his friends. He's a 2-4 profile. The 4 is friendship, is networking. So he'll want to spend time with his friends, and this tribal side of him will want to connect to them. Now, Amber has the 49 in an open solar plex, so she doesn't have emotional energy, but she will amplify his energy. But there's nothing she can do about it, in the sense that he has, it's his energies. So if he really feels to go out and do something and his feelings are strong for that, he will do that. It doesn't matter what she thinks he should be paying attention to. She will never win that game. Compromise is one of those things where if Amber was on her own or was away from Johnny, well, then her emotional principles, or the thinking about emotional principles, the gaining of wisdom about them, the gaining of wisdom about the needs of others as well as her own, would become more in focus. But with Johnny, that strong energy is going to be there. And it's a very strong energy. It's a very powerful energy. There's a lot of anger that can come out of that. but there's also a lot of love that can come out of that. It's funny when, you know, when people come together, the very thing that becomes difficult was the same thing that drew them together in a way. Which is why we say again and again, come back to your own integrity, come back to your own design. You know, what is it that you need? How can you be with another, having your needs met and knowing them to make sure that they have their needs met as well? And you're not always going to agree on everything. I mean, Amber has a 5818, so she's insatiable in wanting to correct the pattern. She'll have reasons for why she's not joyful. She'll have many things that she wants to correct in Johnny's life, but Johnny doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to correct and clean up and do all that kind of thing. That's not him. He's got a fixed will. He has the will with the money channel there. And he's a one-man show. He's an artist with the 1-8, here to go in his own unique direction. The 1-8. So Amber has the 8, but not the 1. She might want to go in her own individual direction to make her own individual contribution. But it's going to be Johnny's path that they walk down because he is the one with direction. And no matter how much you want to kind of pulls him away from that, she can't. It's a compromise. So understanding there are certain things at a mechanical level that are not to be taken personally, but are a matter of fact. Also, the fact that the fourth lines are, as I said, they want to spend time with their friends. Now, Amber is a 1-3, you know, she'll be self-absorbed in her own world. He'll be in his own world too. They may not meet. The 1-3 can be quite intrusive. They can be quite abrupt, and that critical awareness, I'm sure, would have been a problem. Also, Johnny has to compromise to Amber's channel of mutation, her need for something new, her need for change in the way that she does things, wanting the next thing, wanting the new thing, getting bored easily. You know, this is going to affect him in his life because the channel of mutation is a very strong channel. So there is all this kind of an unstable base of where's new, what are we going to do next, this kind of thing, or she wants to go here or there. There's the 41st gate of imagination and the energy to want to do something differently and something she hasn't done before. So these are the kinds of things that can pull people apart if you don't understand that this is part of what it is to be in a relationship. You know, when two people come together, all that they are come together in this green and blue mix that I'm showing you now. And it's really, how do you manage it? How do you, if you understand it, it can be managed. If you understand it, you can have a good, healthy relationship for the length of time of that cycle of the relationship. But if you don't understand human design and you don't understand relationship mechanics, I don't know how people manage it. Well, I do. They don't. They don't manage it. They put up with it. You know, that strong tribal emotional energy can after a while become it can be very overbearing. So she would have experienced that. Her struggle all the time. He would have to find a way to deal with that. There are so many things to consider. Also consider the environment. You know, people are designed, the bodies are designed to be in a particular environment for the body to work at its optimal. I haven't looked at the two different environments with Amber and Johnny, but if they're different, how do you cope with that? Some will work. So, for example, I'm a cave environment, providing I'm secure. I can be secure, and there are resources nearby. I can live in all kinds of environments. But there are some people that need to be high up. They need to be in the mountains. There are some people that need open skies. And so if the electromagnetic energy brings two people together and their environments are different, one of them is probably not going to be happy. And you've got to find a way to overcome that. So in a way, human design is a wonderful tool to go in and see not only who you are, but what the relationship is all about and where you can learn from each other. and where you can love each other, and where you can meet, and where you can play. But it's also certain fixed things in each person that will never change. And knowing that helps a lot. Knowing that can change a negative relationship into a positive relationship if both people are into it, if both people understand that there is nothing they can do about it and that it's nobody's fault. This is the secret of no blame relationships. It's not anyone's fault. They have the chemistry they have in them, and that's it. If you want to know more about relationship mechanics, there are resources on my website, and I've put the links below. So there's a quick look. And of course, the other thing to consider is different types. Amber is a generator, and Johnny is a manifester. So the generator will want to do more. The generator will want to be doing. They want to use all their energy every day. The manifester doesn't want to work all the time. You know, the manifester doing their work, they do their work, and then that's it. You know, to have to keep on doing work, that's not going to work for him. To keep on doing anything, Johnny's going to want to just chill out sometimes when he's worked and just relax. He doesn't want to be doing things all the time. So again, you've got to consider the types, and I may well talk about types in future YouTube videos, because that is also very important, obviously. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. The links for information about the different audio resources that I have on relationship mechanics are in the links below. And if you like this one, please do subscribe and like and share, and I will see you again with something completely different very soon. Bye for now.